Technical difficulties ain't gonna get us down this morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Great Day Live. It's Friday, October 12th. I'm Kendall Kirkham. Thank you so much for being with us. My co-host this morning, a very special guest, Richard Gonzmart. You may know him from Columbia Restaurant Group. Ooh, it is a good day for you, too.
It's a fun day.
Lots of food up in here. It is a foodie kind of show for our Friday, and you are going to love it. Lots of sweets. I hear you have a sweet tooth, too.
Oh, I'm going to have a heck of a time.
It is on. Well, before there was a refinery, Ava, or Edison, there was the Columbia. Speaking of, the legendary restaurant is in our kitchen. The Gonzmart family is giving us a taste of Tampa history. We got to talk.
Let's talk.
This is your first time to co-host a show like this. I feel so honored.
I'm excited to be here with you and have some fun.
Yes, we are. So they call you, or you like to call yourself, the caretaker.
Caretaker,
right? The
fourth
caretaker
generation
of Columbia Restaurant Group. Your great-grandfather started the Columbia in 1905.
Correct.
And now you're going on a fifth generations here, right?
We have the fifth generation working, and proud because I need some help.
Wow, yeah. You said thank goodness that your kids, they're on board. They want to carry on the family business, right?
Well, my daughter Andrea, my younger daughter Andrea, learned to cook with my mom, who's a wonderful, wonderful cook.
Yeah.
And she cooks much better than me. So I think the Columbia's even in better shape now.
Well, Columbia is such a special place. I've been there a couple of times, and it's a place where you take family. It's a place where you take visitors, by the way. I'm going to try and take my mom and my grandmother here tonight. But you have 13 restaurants. You said that you even lose count sometimes. I had to remind you.
You know, it's everyone's special. But I lose track. Plus, we have a brewery as well that people don't realize.
Yes. Okay, so we've got the Columbias, obviously, Ulele, Goody Goody Burgers, Cha Cha Coconuts, Cafe Con Leche, and you have two in the works? Is
we
that
have two
correct?
in the works.
Two new ones.
We're trying to preserve the history of what Ybor City was. The Spanish that came from the north of Spain, the Cubans, and the Sicilians from the little village of Santo Stefano. Oh. And as a child, I used to go to my best friend's grandparents' home, and I enjoyed that Sunday lunch. Yeah. So we're creating a restaurant called Casa Santo Stefano.
Oh, I love it when you say that.
We're importing our salt from, we're importing the water, we're importing so many things from Sicily. We even have a Sicilian chef.
And so when is the projected opening date?
We're still testing.
Still testing.
We're still testing. We have the restaurant. It was the restaurant site. It was a 1926 macaroni building that existed in Ybor City. My favorite building in Ybor City. It's a yellow brick with beautiful arches. So we have to now add on a kitchen, about a 3,000 square foot kitchen with a rooftop bar. When you walk in, I want you to feel like you went to your nana's house.
Aww.
And you sit at that table. The bar top's being painted now in lava rock in Sicily. This has been 2 years in the working and 2 years of tasting, and my pants have gotten tighter.
I love that, but that's what it's all about.
It's the fun part of the job.
It seems like you really take pride in the details and the ambiance and the entire feeling of all of your restaurants. Why is that so important?
It's so important, just all the little details that people don't think about. And going to Sicily and visiting families there, and the village, and the Mr. Mayor of the Cacciatore and his family's here in Tampa. When I walked through that little village, I saw all the same names of the people that live here, all of my friends.
Now, what are these photos that we're looking at?
That's looking at the building, the inside. It was totally restored and has that beautiful red brick inside. Actually, one wall had been torn down completely. The building was scheduled to be demolished, and we just couldn't have that happen.
You know, speaking of these details and mixing the art with the food and trying to work on the overall experience, it's so much more than just the flavors and the food and all of that. Do you think that is the secret that you've had to success?
You know, I say I can't learn much in Tampa. I have to travel, and I picked up artwork in my travels. I have a 180-year-old marble horse that stands 4 feet tall. That I bought at an antique gallery. It's just magnificent. These large vases that are made out of marble that stand 7 feet tall.
Yes.
But it's really all about the food. And so there, when you're tasting the recipes and you're sampling, you invite people that call Tampa home, that maybe they're third generation from Sicily, and they said, it reminds me of my nana. That's all we're looking for.
That's all you want.
Yeah, that's
well,
it.
and you bought some. Tell me about the statues that you bought for Ulele too.
Well, Ulele's a collection of my wife and my travels. We even have a Picasso up there signed.
Oh, wow!
Look,
I didn't know
yet
that.
Nobody knows it. It's way up high. There's a Dali. There's a Moreau.
What?
And then we went on a 3-week tour through Central America. through South America to try to get the flavors of the natives there.
Yeah.
Because that Native American flavor is gone. When I went to Lima, Peru, and I see this great artwork, and I go into what I thought was just the gallery of Victor Delphine, the most famous artist, and I find out it's his home. I fell in love with it. And the artwork was crazy expensive. But I love auctions. And so I went on auction and put his name on there, and all of a sudden, I see that he has a horse that he did in 1961 out of metal that stands 7 feet tall. And I didn't tell anybody I was going to bid on it. It was on a Saturday morning by 11:30. They started. Within 3 minutes, I was out of my budget. But I didn't give up.
You kept going.
So I can't tell you what it cost because my wife will not be happy.
Don't you love just listening to him? I think that you should have a special show somewhere at one of all the amazing theaters here in Tampa Bay.
Oh,
I just
Lord.
want to see you up on that stage and you tell the stories of how you've gotten to where you are and all of your travels to just make the best food here. Bring it to us here in Tampa Bay.
And I want to
All of your
share that.
art.
I want to share the experience that we've enjoyed and we've been blessed to have. And my great grandfather had that dream when he came from his native country of Cuba with no money, 4 sons, worked very hard, and he worked at the Florida Brewery as a manager when in 1903, December 17, they opened the Columbia Saloon. And I tell you that now because I missed the 100th anniversary in 2013.
You missed
But that's the same day the Wright brothers took flight, all 12 seconds.
It's a special day.
Yeah, and here we are still making black beans and rice, arroz con pollo, frijoles. It's exciting.
Well, it's really, really special that you continue this on with your family and it keeps going. I want to talk about the Richard's Run for Life 5K. This is benefiting the Moffitt Cancer Center. Why is this cause so near and dear to your heart?
Very special to me. My dad had passed away from pancreatic cancer in 1992 at the age of 72. My grandparents died from cancer. A very good friend of mine when I was 12 years old, Marty Sala, had leukemia, and I didn't realize that he didn't have a chance and he died. And so I went to try to do something to give people hope. And so this is a cause for people that run and walk and those that just like to have food, beer, and wine.
Yeah.
And 100% of the proceeds will going to benefit a program that I'm creating. We're going to be building the best suite for the brachytherapy, which will treat breast cancer, cervical, sarcoma, and prostate cancer, which men are horrible talking about.
Yeah.
And for 10 years, I've been trying to raise money for this. We're going to build the best suite. And it was on November 1st, 2013, the date of my run, that particular day, that I was diagnosed with prostate cancer.
Oh.
It's okay. The Lord answered my prayers.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm fine. I went through this procedure that nobody was aware of where they put you under general anesthesia, insert these catheters, and they wake you up, and then they treat the prostate. They don't remove it. They treat the entire prostate. And I was home within 2 hours. 3 days later, I ran 4 miles. 4 months later, I ran 4 marathons over 6 weeks. How am I doing? I'm all right.
I'd say so. Oh,
And I did them with my daughter, Audrey, who's here with me today. But 3 weeks before my first marathon, I broke my tailbone, my coccyx.
What an inspiration you are.
That's challenging.
Wow.
So I'm trying to show men that, hey, life continues on if you just get your PSA. Blood work, easy, doesn't hurt.
You have to get those checkups. It's so important too. Mammograms. Since my mom is here today, 15 years. She's a breast cancer survivor.
God
So,
bless you.
yes. Well, thank you so much for everything that you do. I want to end this first block on a lighter note here and play a little fun game with you if you're up for it.
I'm up.
So we're going to do a little rapid fire questions. I just want you to say the first thing that comes to your mind. You up for the challenge? You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. All those marathons, you can totally do this. All right, here we go. This is an easy one. Favorite item on the Columbia menu?
Oh, that's difficult. I make the menu. But I love ropa vieja, picadillo, boliche.
Say that again.
Ropa vieja, which is old clothes.
Ropa vieja.
Picadillo, which is a ground
Picadillo,
beef.
yeah.
And boliche, a la criollo. Items that I put on the menu because nobody made them any longer.
Okay. Describe Ulele in one word.
Oh, inspiring.
Yeah. Drink of choice.
Coca-Cola.
That's a good answer. I think that's my dad's too. Biggest celeb to eat at your restaurants?
There's so many. But when I
Favorite?
think of my 40th anniversary, my birthday, Joel Gray and Liza Minnelli came and celebrated my birthday with me. That was a lot of fun.
What?
Yeah. That was
Liza
fun.
Minnelli?
Yeah, that was fun. That
Celebrated your birthday with you?
Yeah, that was fun.
See, I knew this would be a good game. All right, your go-to lunch.
Cuban sandwich.
Yes, I totally agree. Favorite place to enjoy a day off in Tampa Bay?
At my home with my wife of 45 years, Melanie.
Oh, 45 years. Congratulations. Most difficult or memorable customer is always right story. Quickly.
Oh, there's a gentleman, I won't mention his name, who one time bought an auction item.
Your daughter is laughing over there.
And it was a difficult situation. He bought the auction item for a Humane Society, and he thought he should get every dollar worth that what he paid for it. But don't we do things to help others?
Exactly, that's
and that
what it's
fact
all
that
about.
they demanded they take bottles of wine home with them.
Oh, okay. We'll leave it at that. How many times do you hit snooze in the morning? I thought of this one today.
I don't put an alarm on.
Really? You don't
I
need
don't
one?
wake up. No, I slept in today. I woke up around 4:10.
What?
Now I wake up at 2 to 3 in the morning.
Really? Every day?
I
What
don't
time do you go
use-
to sleep?
It depends. Last night I went to bed early, 9 o'clock. I was tired yesterday.
And he's going on no coffee. You said this is the first one you haven't had coffee
Yeah,
in a few months.
Need a little extra energy.
I'm just going to take your energy. I think you're fine, is what I think. Favorite TV show?
That's a tough one.
Do you watch TV?
Yeah, I like watching news.
You watch that? Doesn't count.
Okay, Modern Family.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. All right, celebrity crush. Your wife says it's okay.
No. It's my wife. She was beautiful. You have to understand. I met her when she was 13. I was 15. I married her when she was 18.
Could we not love you more?
Oh, gosh.
Always say the right answers. If you left the restaurant biz, what would your second career be?
I'd be a high school coach.
Oh, yeah? What sport?
I've coached boys football and I coached girls track for 6 years. What I hope to do is create a culinary school for at-risk kids to give them the attention. I struggled in school to show them that they can succeed. I'm ADD and dyslexic. I was diagnosed at 41.
Wow.
So I want to show them that they can overcome any obstacles that they find out it's not a disability, it's a gift we have.
Well, this might go into the last question I have. Your number one bucket list item you have yet to accomplish.
To do the school.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, that was perfect.
And we're working with USF Medical School. They want to have these medical students working with these kids, and the Tampa Bay Rays want to have a restaurant for these kids out in center field.
Oh.
So it all comes together. It's the most exciting thing I could ever do in my life, most worthwhile.
I hope you get to do it. It's an honor
we
to
will
talk
do it.
with you today. It's an honor to have you here. I know we're all so excited to have you here.